How can grandparents get visitation with hostile parents? Have you ever wondered how grandparents can maintain a relationship with their grandchildren when the parents are not supportive? It can be a tough situation, but there are ways to navigate this. Let's break it down step by step. First, grandparents need to establish legal standing. This means they must show that they have the right to ask for visitation. This right often comes into play in certain situations, such as when the parents are divorced, separated, or deceased. If the child has lived with the grandparents for a significant period, that can also help their case. Next, the focus shifts to the child's best interest. Courts prioritize what is best for the child. Grandparents must demonstrate that having visitation would positively impact the child's emotional or developmental well-being. They need to prove that denying visitation could harm the child in some way. Now, let's talk about parental unfitness or compelling circumstances. Since parents are generally presumed to be fit, grandparents must provide evidence that the parents are unfit or that there are compelling reasons for visitation despite the hostility. This could include issues like neglect or substance abuse that put the child's welfare at risk. Another important factor is avoiding interference with the parent-child relationship. Courts are cautious about orders that could disrupt this relationship. Grandparents must convince the court that their visitation will not harm the bond between the parent and child but will instead support the child's interests. It is also beneficial to show proof of a prior relationship. If grandparents can demonstrate a significant and positive relationship with their grandchild, it strengthens their case. Courts are more likely to grant visitation if the grandparent has been actively involved in the child's life. The process begins by filing a petition with the family court. Grandparents will need to present evidence and may participate in mediation or hearings. It is important to note that litigation can increase tension and stress for everyone involved, including the child. Therefore, courts often encourage finding resolutions outside of court when possible. Laws regarding grandparent visitation can vary by state. Some states have specific laws that outline when grandparents can seek visitation. Often, this requires proof that parents have unreasonably denied access for a certain period or that visitation is necessary to prevent substantial harm to the child. For grandparents, seeking legal advice early on is crucial. Understanding their rights and the best approach in their state can make a significant difference. Courts tend to weigh parental rights heavily, so success often hinges on showing that visitation serves the child's best interests and that the parent's hostility is unjustified or harmful. In summary, while grandparents can pursue visitation rights even when parents are hostile, it involves meeting specific legal standards that prioritize the child's welfare and respect parental rights.